Yes, yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yeah, I can. Let me just
Perfect.
adjust the stuff here.
Hotel lobby.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I'm still adjusting to being in Asia.
But it's fun, I guess. Just a moment, let me get the heads up.
Yeah, sure. Whenever you guys are ready, we can start. Awesome. Let's get going. Any sparkling water. We good to go?
All right, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon today. A very pleasant afternoon it is. I am Jannat, and I'm going to be your host for today's session. And welcome to today's Binance AMA session hosted by Crypto Whales. And we have Victor Ozanov from IronDoge to provide us insights and all the details with Victor. So without any further ado, let's get started already. So the first one I have for you is Iron Doge has been through a dynamic journey so far. From what I know, the project is there from about a month, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
been
So
developed
could you
for a
share
longer,
some
but yeah.
highlights? Okay. So, could you share some highlights of how the project has adapted to the challenges posed by market volatility and evolving regulations and all the meme stuff?
Yeah, sure. So from our side, obviously thank you very much. The project is at a very early stage, where the main product, the game itself, is being developed. So just purely from a regulatory standpoint, and like the market itself doesn't really concern us. We're in a lane of our own. We're doing our best at the moment to predominantly build the product and start user acquisition, kind of build on strategic partnerships, establish ourselves as a mini game slash meme token that is very, very different to what normally people, consider a mini game and a token. A lot of those games are, pure tap games, and you tap like a maniac forever, and there's no, real benefit. There's nothing that actually happens. IronDoge, very much based on the Game of Thrones lore. So for everyone that is a fan of the series, is a fan of everything that it represents, it kind of ties in well with the fantasy kind of MMORPG section, the gaming aspect, and it just has a very lasting foundation where the project itself is going to take a while to reach full capacity and like full maturity. It's not going to be here for 2 months or 3 months. It's a game that I compare it to games like World of Warcraft or Diablo, or just very famous PC games out there. You kind of get a franchise rolling that keeps improving and just keeps better and better and just grabs the attention of the different generations. This is our idea with Iron Doge as well, to kind of build something that is on the blockchain and is very much stable and has an in-game economy and like an ecosystem economy, but at the same time is fun and it's an actual game. You're muted.
Sorry about that.
No
So,
problem.
yep,
For
heads up,
everyone that is
everyone.
wondering, I'm having sparkling water. I'm not having a cocktail while I'm working. Everyone can relax. It's just sparkling water, okay?
Got it. So, yeah, heads up, everyone. Make sure you invite all your meme lover friends and Game of Thrones fans over here.
Fantasy fans, you're welcome. Join us.
Yeah. So the next one I have for you is like with the community at its heart, Dodge, from what I know,
Mm.
focuses on decentralized governance very much. So can you explain how governance works within the platform and the level of influence that community members have in like key decision making processes?
Absolutely. Iron Doge kind of gets governed by something called Iron Kingdom. Iron Kingdom works as every other kingdom, in the real world and in gaming as well. You can play a different role. Merkin, bloody knight, whatever. You can be the king as well, obviously. Kingdoms can have wars between themselves, and obviously every kingdom kind of decides its rules for itself, and its own governance. The overall Iron Kingdom decides the governance of the actual project and the actual ecosystem. So when we're talking about governance, community-led projects, IronDoge very much is kind of the creme de la crop on the top of the list, purely because it actually represents a society, a digital ecosystem society that governs itself, structured hybridly between the Web 2 and Web 3 world.
Got it. So we also touched upon the topic play to earn stuff like
Yeah.
a mini game. So play to earn gaming is definitely a hot topic. Could you explain how Iron Dodge plans to integrate these whole game ecosystem and what unique features, of course, players can expect from this experience?
Of course. Well, IronDoge on its own plans to have, like, as I said, it's like a real kingdom, like the in-game currency, which will be our own coin, kind of serves as a medium for the entire game, for the entire ecosystem. Basically, it makes everything move, shift. At the same time, it's going to be very competitive. We're going to add that competitive edge because it is a game. At the end of the day, it has to be winners and losers. At least when it comes to the gaming side of things, there's going to be a ton of tournaments, in-game events, a bunch of stuff that kind of promote the competitive side of everything, which is also going to promote user engagement and is really going to promote for people to continue to be engaged and as active as possible. Because we at the end of the day are trying to build like an active community that really continues to grow and continues to build itself up.
All right. So I was going through the website and documents and everything. So one of Iron Dot's growth strategy involves strategic partnerships. Are there any upcoming collaborations that you're particularly excited about, or how will these impact how both the crypto and the mainstream markets?
Yep. Well, on our side, the partnership is going to start towards the end of October. We just want the game to be kind of almost ready, so to speak. We don't want to like play around with with people's emotions. We're starting, we're rolling out partnerships and features and stuff that are not ready yet. So we're towards the end of the month, in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna start rolling out gameplay videos and stuff like so people can actually check how the game's played. Because the game is kind of slowly but surely getting towards its ready state. I've seen a few bits and bobs from the game, and it's absolutely phenomenal. It is so good. It really kind of dabbles between. I don't know if any of you have played it. I would assume either like Diablo or kind of in World of Warcraft again. It kind of gives you that vibe, but in the crypto space. With that being said, I lost my train of thought. I have that notion of just rambling about stuff that I care about, and then I kind of lose my train of thought. So when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to things that we're doing, you guys are going to see a lot more. Over the next 2 weeks. November is positioning to be kind of a very activity-heavy month for us. Because we, obviously, we just started building the community about not even a month ago. So, we can, stay tuned, get in line, and keep watching what we got going on. Just amazing stuff happening over the next month or so.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, everyone. They have so much more in the pipeline, and definitely looking forward to how the whole Iron Dot stuff unfolds.
Yeah.
We have this entire concept of Iron Dot Kingdom, right? So
Yeah.
this is really something interesting because nowadays meme coins are just like a logo and just go on with it.
Yeah.
So Iron Dodge Kingdom definitely sounds like exciting. So can you delve deeper into how this virtual society will operate and
Yeah.
how benefit it will benefit users who participate
So
in it?
imagine an entire ecosystem where there's like sub ecosystems within. Obviously you got the overall ecosystem, which is the an Iron Doge family, which is Iron Kingdom, and within you have your own fractions that can kind of go against each other, as in with every single game, and as within the real world, kingdoms go against each other. There's constant conflicts. It gives you the competitive edge. It gives you the competitive side. It allows people to be more active. And it really allows people to self-govern the entire project. So we will essentially be providing people with the opportunity to really run the kingdom however they see fit. We're gonna give it to them and kind of let them roll with it, see where just kind of enjoy the process, observe the events, and obviously we're gonna do regular in-game events that are gonna be very much based around again the game itself, around the user acquisition, again around user engagement. The main idea behind it is that there will be a significant amount of features and a significant amount of improvements over a regular Web3 games and like regular meme coin ecosystems. It's not going to feel like a meme coin. We call it meme coin because obviously the amount in circulation, the market cap, etc. The pricing structure. This is why it's called a meme coin. I think like meme coin nowadays is more referred to as how we have like layer ones, layer twos, altcoins, etc. Now, meme coin has kind of taken that structure and that kind of life on its own, where it no longer just represents the usage coins like Shiba Inu or like Pepe or whatever. It's just a variety of coins that have that multiple zeros after the decimal point, and IronDoge is really position itself to prove the concept that meme coins now just a name. It no longer is like a derogatory term of like a useless coin.
Yeah. So far we have discussed like what good there is about Iron Dodge and how different you guys are. Moving ahead, you have so much in the pipeline. So innovation is of course key to staying relevant, right?
Yep.
So how does Iron Dodge plan to innovate and expand its token utility across DeFi's, NFTs, cross chain functionality, etc.?
Well, obviously, for us, it's very important to continue to grow. NFTs are going to be a big part. Every game within the gaming crypto space, it's impossible to do without NFTs. So the NFT side is going to be very strong. We're currently working on a few stuff. We're not ready to, really let everyone know what the hell we're doing. Because again, as I said, we're a project that really wants to focus on things that are certain and things that are definitely going to happen, rather than me just shooting things in the stars and like hoping we hit somewhere. When it comes to the DeFi structure, again, it's going to be an entire in-game ecosystem economy. The whole DeFi element is going to be very strong because obviously, we're going through those pre-sale rounds at the moment. We're in the last one of them. The last one is coming up in the next few days, which is going to be the last time people are actually going to be able to purchase the coin at a pre-market rate. Kind of the pre-sale type of like seeding round. Everyone that buys it now is going to benefit heavily once the game economy starts, because the DeFi element is going to be leading, for us, whole governance, self-governance structure together with a decentralized financial model, kind of hybrids itself really well together, and it really assures us, really guarantees that we as a project, we're really following within the true Web3 guidelines, and we're really, staying true to being exceptionally good at creating a new genre of games within crypto. We call it this way. We're trying to build a completely new genre, a completely new type of crypto games, which is going to be built on pretty revolutionary features.
Heads up, everyone. This is the last call to get involved in the early bird area.
Yeah, yeah.
So how long do we have? What's the deadline like expected?
So, we're kind of keeping an eye on it. Again, we don't like to put strict time limits, but for now, what we have in mind is like we're gonna wrap it up by towards the 19th of October, 18th, 19th of October. We're gonna announce it, I think, tomorrow or like in the next day or so. We're gonna announce the exact end date. Because the last round is just gonna last for like a couple of days.
Noted. So stay tuned, everyone. So these were the questions that I had for you. Now I have a couple of questions that I picked up from the community.
Sure,
So
sure.
here's the first one. What are the key measures that are being put in place to ensure the long-term sustainability and growth of the entire Iron Dodge ecosystem?
Well, I think I kind of touched on this a little bit. It's kind of combining DeFi, NFTs, revolutionizing the way meme coins are looked upon. Kind of making sure that people change their overview and like their opinion about what meme coins quote unquote are. Because hype goes away quickly. We're trying to build something that continuously improves and continuously gets better and continuously uh, garners and captures people's attention, because for every project it's very important to continue to deliver to its core members. If you're delivering to your end users and you're developing continuously, consistency really translates into sustainability long term.
So we discussed that Iron Dodge is not just a meme coin. There's so much more to it. So how do you plan to balance the fun and lightheartedness of a meme coin with the more serious aspects of
Yeah.
utility and stuff?
So for us, there's two key segments. One is obviously the game has to be fun. The game has to be pure fun. You know, it has to really. It doesn't. It has to not feel like a pay to play scenario, which is our our intention. It's not going to be a pay to play scenario. It's more like play to earn type of scenario where people are earning as they're having fun playing. So for us, it's very very important to make sure that the game is extremely fun, extremely user friendly, and extremely like adaptable. But at the same time, the end results from the game, like the whole economy, works pretty well. So people are not just playing a game, but also benefiting financially and being able to hit that 100x, 1000x, 10,000x potential where meme coins do have it, especially when they're good and when they're capturing attention, and this is exactly what we're trying to do.
Right. So the last one I have for you, and this is an important one. So you have so much to unfold for the community. So influencers and community events play a significant role in building the awareness. So
Yeah.
could you share how you plan to leverage these to keep Iron Dot's community engaged and
Yeah.
growing?
Well, it's pretty simple. First and foremost, we're starting to engage KOLs that are very, focused on the field of gaming. But at the same time, we're going out towards like the Web 2 route, people that are into fantasy, people that are into, the whole gaming aspect, and not just the crypto aspect. We're making it very simple for people to adopt it, even if they're not on the crypto end. So this is, very key for us. And also on the KOL side, it's, we've found out a very good group of KOLs that are very in line with our way of thinking, and we're going to start, deploying those out as the game gets closer and closer to being finished. Because as I said, we want to be able to showcase an almost ready product. We don't really want to be giving out fake, promises that we're not going to be able to uphold.
Awesome. So that is pretty much what I wanted to ask to you today. Okay, so before we conclude the session, anything else you'd like to share with everyone?
Just a final reminder. So the pre-sale is, going to be happening in the next couple of days. Keep an eye out for this. Keep an eye out for updates for the game because the game is also going to start rolling out slowly but surely. And yeah, just keep supporting. It's a very new project. We're building something very sustainable here. So I'm very excited about what the future holds for us. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And I wish you a pleasant rest of your day.
Absolutely. Thank you, Victor, for joining us today and providing all the insights and
Thank you.
showing us your hotel lobby and sparkling water. Of course, I'm jealous.
Thank you very much,
Whatever.
everyone.
So it's clear that Iron Dodge has an exciting journey
It
ahead.
does.
Game of Thrones fans just roll in right away. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and participated. Stay tuned for more exciting updates from Iron Dodge and Crypto Whale. Until next time, take care
Take it
and
easy.
keep exploring the world of crypto. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.